Part 1 of Echoes of the War. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by James Carson. Echoes of the War by J.M. Barrie. Part 1. The old lady shows her medals. Three nice old ladies and a criminal, who is even nicer, are discussing the war over a cup of tea. The criminal, who is the hostess, calls it a dish of tea, which shows that she comes from Caledonia, but that is not her crime. They are all London charwomen, but three of them, including the hostess, are what are called professionally charwomen or simply Anns. And and is also a caretaker when required. Her name is entered as such in ink in a registry book. Financial transactions take place across a counter between her and the registrar, and altogether she is of a very different social status from one who, like Mrs. Haggerty, is a charwoman but nothing else. Mrs. Haggerty, though present, is not at the party by invitation. Having seen Mrs. Dowey buying the winkles, she followed her downstairs, so has shuffled into the play and sat down in it against our wish. We would remove her by force, or at least print her name in small letters, were it not that she takes offence very readily, and says that nobody respects her. So, as you have slipped in, you sit there, Mrs. Haggerty. But keep quiet. There is nothing doing at present in the caretaking way for Mrs. Dowey, our hostess. But this does not damp her. Caretaking being only, to such as she, an extra financially and a halo socially. If she had the honour of being served with an income tax paper, she would probably fill in one of the nasty little compartments with the words, "Trade, charring. Profession, if any, caretaking." This home of hers, from which to look after your house she makes occasionally temporary departures in great style, escorting a barrow, is in one of those what care I streets that you discover only when you have lost your way. On discovering them, your duty is to report them to the authorities, who immediately add them to the map of London. That is why we are now reporting Friday Street. We shall call it, in the rough sketch drawn for tomorrow's press, Street in which the criminal resided, and you will find Mrs. Dowey's home therein marked with an X. Her abode really consists of one room, but she maintains that there are two. So, rather than argue, let us say that there are two. The other one has no window, and she could not swish her old skirts in it without knocking something over. Its grandest display is of tin pans and crockery on top of a dresser which has a lid to it. You have but to whip off the utensils and raise the lid, and behold, a bath with hot and cold. Mrs. Dowey is very proud of this possession, and when she shows it off, as she does perhaps too frequently, she first signs to you with closed fist, funny old thing that she is, to approach softly. She then tiptoes to the dresser and pops off the lid, as if to take the bath unawares. Then she sucks her lips and is modest if you have the grace to do the exclamations. In the real room is a bed, though that is putting the matter too briefly. The fair way to begin, if you love Mrs. Dowey, is to say to her that it is a pity she has no bed. If she is in her best form, she will chuckle and agree that the want of a bed tries her sore. She will keep you on the hooks, so to speak, as long as she can, and then, with that mouse-like movement again, she will suddenly spring the bed on you. You thought it was a wardrobe, but she brings it down from the wall, and lo, a bed. There is nothing else in her abode, which we now see to contain 4 rooms, kitchen, pantry, bedroom, and bathroom.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?